Show's here. Okay. As usual, good morning, good evening, good whatever. Hero
Good
Mode
afternoon.
Podcast. Good afternoon, if you're into that sort of thing. Hero Mode Podcast episode. We'll say 11. Why not? We'll say 11.
Is it?
Yeah,
Jeez.
we're showing along, man. We got
Episode 27.
two big announcements. Episode 27. We got
Is
two
it
big announcements. No, it's not 27. It's a 1-1. First episode of 2024. We got one big announcement at the end of the episode, and we'll save that towards the end here. But as usual, I'm the host with the most, Galen, with my two brothers, the food critic himself to my left, AJ Austin James. What's going on, man?
Food critic. The secret, the surprise is that Sean's pregnant.
Oh,
Don't let the IG photos fool you. The boy is pregnant.
Sean.
Eating food.
And we're not sure how long what he's expecting, but Sean, rebuttal.
72 weeks is coming along.
Oh man, shots fired.
I got the same pregnancy length as an elephant.
They really hold babies that long?
I don't know.
That's kind of all right, yeah. Let's get
let's get it done with. Anyway, we're gonna focus a little bit on what's poppin' today. Spoiler-free review of Aquaman 2, the quickest movie theater to Netflix turnaround I've ever seen. It came out in December, and then it came to Netflix on January 1st, 2024. Sean,
Wait.
Aquaman 2?
Yeah.
No. Aquaman 1.
No.
Bro, I watched Aquaman yesterday, the first one.
Aquaman 2's not on. There's no way.
Hold on. We gotta check
I
the
was about
tapes.
to say we spent money on that, Austin?
Yeah. Actually, Janira just went to go see it on Saturday.
Oh,
So
how'd
that's
you like
still
All right. So while I check myself and check the tapes,
I just would like to say that African bush elephants stay pregnant on average for 22 months.
Jeez.
almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those bushes.
Yeah, bro.
All right. So see, we're teaching everyone about animals too. Not even just about comics and stuff. Look at that.
It's all relative, when you think about it. Elephant, Rhino fights Spider-Man. It's all connected.
Yeah, they're all
it-
animals.
You just got to connect the dots.
I got a question that may be stupid, but on the Suicide Squad, how they have Shark or King Shark, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I need a background on this man. Why he say he's king of the ocean or something like that, or he's a god?
He's technically he is an actual god.
Is he?
He wasn't a statue. I might be getting a little mixed up with that part, but I know he actually is like a god somehow that was worshipped or some way, but he's just King Shark. He's Shark.
Yeah.
So how he get caught by the feds?
He is technically mythological.
Yeah, I just looked it up just now. His father is the king of all sharks, known as the shark god. And it just gets pretty deep from here. But I think,
technically actual.
yeah, he was initially a Superboy villain, and then, of course, he later got adopted as a Suicide Squad, obviously, and everything later on. But yeah, so I mean, and somewhere in Aquaman is, of course, Aquaman as well. But that I didn't know. I didn't know much about King Shark prior. But anyway, so speaking of the seas, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna talk a little about Aquaman 2 and then diverge into other stuff. But what's popping with Aquaman 2? What's the feel? Spoiler-free review. What's the temperature in the water on it?
If you were something good, don't. It's a good. I mean, obviously, and people can watch the trailers, so we could talk in depth about the stuff I feel like we see in the trailers without spoiling the film. But obviously, Aquaman is tag teaming with his brother to handle a new threat to the seas, which is clearly Black Manta, which is shown entirely in the trailer. So that's nothing new. Yeah. It's a good buddy cop film. It's him and his brother with antics, adventure, and thrill-seeking as they make their way to find the lost kingdom and the secrets that are held within.
Yeah, honestly, okay. If you go into the movie with no expectations and you're just like, I'm gonna put something on, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Like, hey, I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna watch a movie. It is what it is. Maybe $5 Tuesday, $6 Tuesday, whatever. But I feel like it's a movie you only really watch once. It was kind of colorful for, of course, for the most part. It wasn't as colorful as the first movie. The acting, it's always like Jason Momoa. There's certain actors that are always themselves, no matter what movie. Like Jason Momoa is always himself. The Rock is always The Rock. Jason Statham is always Jason Statham. There's every single movie they're always, but only certain people can do it well. I feel like it doesn't matter that Jason Statham is in every movie as Jason Statham. He's always good. Like, I don't care that he's Jason Statham because I want to see him be him. But Jason Momoa he doesn't fit the Aquaman. You know what I mean? And I feel like I know what they were trying to go for with the Hawaiian, or no, I'm sorry, not Hawaiian. Samoan roots, and him, trying to make him cooler. His hair's long, he's got all the rings and the tall, ripped leather, the tattoos. Like, I understand, because if people look at Aquaman, they're like, he's kind of a character. Like, people make fun of Aquaman, but it would have been okay if it was like a completely different character. But he doesn't fit that, he doesn't fit Aquaman, like that vibe. So that's why I feel like it's just like you just put a bunch of stuff together and then made the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I actually liked the first one for what it was.
Yeah.
That being said, when we put it on yesterday, I fell asleep throughout it. So it's not in itself a great movie, the first one. But I did like watching it. I did enjoy the first one more than I did this second one.
I agree.
I felt like there was a lot of with these DC films, if you've noticed, there's a pattern with a lot of these mainline DC films. There's always multiple threats. There's always a big bad. There's always a bad and then a big bad.
Yeah.
If you think back to Wonder Woman, which was historically a success, you had the Hitler-like guy that we had to take him. She thought she could take him out and it would end all war, and then she takes him out, and then it ends up being her friend, who ends up being Ares. That's cool. It went from one good battle to a really cool battle. Well, within DC. You had the Flash that recently just came out. You thought the whole thing was about Zod. He's fighting Zod, and then it gets to the point where he's fighting a reverse Flash. If you haven't seen the movie by now, sucks to suck.
What are you doing?
Man is still kinda, not really, but kinda. He had Zod with his suit on, and then you think the fight's over, then he takes the suit off, and then it's a whole nother fight. So DC has this thing, but with this Aquaman film, obviously, I'm trying not to spoil it. There's just a letdown when it comes to the
villains
of the film.
Yeah.
I feel like the movie just tried too much to be. I feel like I could be wrong. It's just how I feel. Guardians of the Galaxy completely merged like comedy and action and the whole funny bit and the serious bit. Like they that kind of humor, they got it perfectly, right? But I feel like after that, they tried so hard to emulate that, even in Marvel, and of course we have comedy in Marvel movies, like that was their thing, but not to the point of like Guardians of the Galaxy, where you have like even Thor tried to pick up on it, and then you have again now Aquaman, that whole thing, or even the Flash, like that movie. Like I feel like they just continue to put this comedy bit in it, and they they force humor and they force the laugh, but it doesn't make you laugh because it's just so stupid. It doesn't make sense. Like when we're watching Guardians of the Galaxy, the parts that make it funny are the characters themselves, and they're just acting themselves, and it's not like a forced laugh. And in the type of humor we've had it from the first movie to the second movie to the third movie, and even in the third movie it was more serious, but they still had that same trend of humor. When we get in with Aquaman and we get in with the Flash and things, of course the Flash, you can add in some humor. And I know if Ezra Miller, he's supposed to be the quirky Flash, he's supposed to be like a younger kid, whatever, or young adult, but at the same time it's just like, you can make a movie and have humor in it and have those parts, but you don't have to force it. And I feel like that's the problem with Aquaman. There's too much forced stuff, or the scenes that they try to be over serious, and like the zoom ins and the you know what I mean? Like they take themselves too seriously, and then they don't take themselves too seriously. There's no middle ground. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but that's how I feel. Like, those stupid zoom ins, like, or let's not even say that. What's the movie Rebel Moon?
Oh yeah,
we have to talk about that. I'm not gonna try to spoil it if nobody's seen it, but bro, the slow motion scenes are so incredibly cringe. It makes me nauseous. That's what I'm saying, but that's the point. It's so dumb, and they think it's cool. Who told you this was cool? Like, just shoot the guy. I don't want to see it. The bullet coming out, and it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it bombed. And it bombed. They said it was they said Snyder's lowest, I think.
Yeah. It just was so rushed. It was so I was sitting there watching it. I'm just like, man, am I missing point? Am I missing stuff? Because like the team is building really, really quick.
Right. Right.
Nothing off. Oh, hey, I thought you had this or you lost this. You want to come? And they don't even say they're going to come join. They just, let me kill this spider thing and I'll come over. Okay, cool. Let me ride this bird and I'll be back.
Right.
Dope.
Yeah, hey, listen, we need you to come. I need your help. It's like they walk into a bakery. Hey, I need your help. I need to kill this like evil overlord. It's like, yeah, let me just finish, baking these breads and then I'll come help you. Like, what reason do I possibly have to leave my bakery to come help you? Like I need your help. Oh yeah, sure. And then you just walk into the place. I'm a slave. I'm a slave. I'm gonna come when I free myself. I'm gonna come help you. It was literally just like scenes that would have been good.
Free myself, I'll come help you.
and thrown into a movie. Random scenes just tossed in.
The guy was homeless. He was like, "Yo, I'm homeless." Okay, but you were a general. I was a general, and then he's with them. I'm like, "Yo, what,
bro?" Not only that, he was like a fighter in the like gladiator arena thing. So I'm sitting here like, bro, gladiators are slaves. Like they just picked him up and let him leave.
Oh
man, he
even
got to go. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah,
we did the spoiler free. Let's do this. Let's do a spoiler warning right now. If you're listening and you actually want to see Rebel Moon or Aquaman 2, skip ahead a few minutes because now we got to talk about we got to actually like spoil it.
You've been warned.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If anybody's upset that we spoiled Rebel Moon, they need to go touch grass, because there's no possible way you could have enjoyed that movie and been like, hey, listen, I'm upset that you really spoiled that because I was looking forward to watching it. There's no way.
Then spoiler warning then for Aquaman 2. So 3, 2, 1, skip ahead now. Spoiler warning. Boom. There was nothing good about Aquaman 2. The only action that was relatively good was literally a 5-second scene between and Aquaman, and they were clanging their tridents. Which was kind of similar to the first. When I was watching the first one, and him and his brother were going at it in the arena, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. But this was the only 5-second scene. And what's funny is that, like, I talked to Janira and she liked it, but general people. And I was like, babe, but there's only like a 5-second scene that was dope in that last fight, and she knew exactly which part I was talking about.
Yeah.
So like, and then the bad guy, he wakes up. So I'm expecting. I was like, okay, yo, the Black Manta fight sucks like it did throughout the whole movie. He comes in strong. He gets whooped up. He has to grab a sub, and I think he did that twice. He actually had to grab a ship that was swimming away. But like the last part, like the bad guy wakes up, and I'm like, okay, sweet, yo, this is dope. Now we're gonna have some. This guy looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have something good. He throws the trident at him. He catches it. I'm like, okay, let's talk dirty. He's holding the trident at his face for an hour, and then Aquaman does his Hakuna Matata, and then throws the other spear, and then the spear goes through the other spear and kills the dude, and then that's it. And I'm like, what the heck did I just watch?
Right.
Bro, don't take over the bad energy, because like I can't scrape you like I did before. I can't scrape you like I just did Black Manta, who had this trident. Obviously, the trident is not enough. Shout outs to Amber Heard. She didn't get kicked out, and it wasn't a good movie. And I'm glad the DCU was over, because I'm looking forward to James Gunn. I trust the gun.
Trust the gun, baby. You know what scares me is that those are reshoots. So what was it before that they said, oh crap, we got to do this again? If we got that, oh golly, what was it prior where they recognized this isn't good?
Yeah, if they did the reshoots and whatever they had, they were like, yeah, this is bad.
Yeah,
we got to redo it, and they put that mess up.
Yeah,
and then I don't know who's looking at it, because like that's equally as bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if you looked at this and people they sat in there. They sat in before they even had the premiere.
Right.
You know, Zack Snyder, all of them, they sat down, put on this movie, and they all watched it and was like, yeah, let's put this out to the public.
I thought this was James Wan.
No, my bad. Not Zack Snyder. It's James Gunn did this one?
No, James Wan. He's the director for like the
James Wan. My bad.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, but this is the Snyderverse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So does it count as the Snyderverse?
I believe so. I think it was the last. I thought it was the last. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Personally, technically only had the Snyder Cut film.
Yeah.
Although, what is jacked up about that, Sean, is that they do take pointers. They take info from the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, because don't they call this portion of DC the Snyderverse?
No, well, we want a Snyderverse.
See, so then let me retract what I said. But whoever directed Aquaman, we sit down, right? And the only reason why I said that is because Aquaman was in Justice League.
No, but I take that back, Sean. Because I was trying to think of, there was something that was said in these recent DC films that was like, they're referencing the Snyderverse. I don't think it was Aquaman, but it was definitely the Flash. When he's talking to Bruce Wayne in the beginning, and he's saying that when he was telling Bruce Wayne that he went back in time after he did that.
Yeah.
And Bruce, like you did back in Kazakhstan or whatever, that didn't happen in the regular Justice League. That happened in the Snyderverse part. True. So yeah, you're right. Technically, this is a Snyderverse.
And then if you remember, Aquaman was in the last cutscene of the Flash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They were drinking together.
Yep.
I hate that.
Yeah. So all of that was just to say that they sat down and they really watched this and said, yeah, let's put it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I can understand. Even I would even accept the whole thing with oh my goodness, the names are not coming to me. What's her name? That played Aquaman's wife.
Amber Heard. Or Mira.
Amber Heard, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even accept Amber Heard being in the movie because she already had a big part.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even accept that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we gonna forgive Ezra Miller. Even if we don't forgive him, people still watch the movie. Amber Heard was already in it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you know, it's terrible because she's in it. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for all the controversy that we've had in these movies, going on, and if you really think about it, this is two actors, an actor and actress in DC film. You got Amber Heard, and then you've got Ezra. You know, and
good point.
People in the DC films that are, you know, having controversy, but either way, we have issues going back and forth with this, but people watched it and was like, yeah, this looks like a good movie that people will enjoy. And it feels like they never take points from any like critique that anyone gives them. And I understand, you know, sometimes they're like, well, you know, I'm the director. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. We know how to make movies. You guys are just the consumer. But if people would just listen to like half of what we say, or what even other critics that are big, that way bigger than us, like if they would just listen to what they say or even like give pointers, there's no way no one else had any better ideas. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
It was always going to be a hard sell for Aquaman, even with Jason Momoa. I mean, I give him credit for trying, but it was always going to be a tough sell. I don't know.
And I mean, for what it was, I thought they did pretty actually good with the first one.
Yeah.
That little end battle was actually pretty cool. But then, like you said, Sean, like they just ran too hard with it. Like having the Brine, he was just like a main character in this, John. The big crab dude, just making jokes. He cut off my other arm. Oh, is that my arm? Oh, my arm is missing.
Nobody cares about this crab.
I'm not just
Why is he here?
Crab, like.
Yeah.
Come on.
Should we move on to
pop culture?
I was gonna say that. I mean, a couple of the latest is the Madam Web suit, and also the Echo apparently bombing.
Let's do this.
I've seen episode 1 and half of episode 2. Honestly,
it's not horrible, bro.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
I've yet to see it. I'm hearing mixed bags. I wasn't sure.
So we finished it. Definitely. Should I first? Yeah, I mean, technically. I mean, we all know when they were promoting Maya or Echo.
Yeah.
The big whole like, oh, you know, it's mature content, blah 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 blah. If you're listening to this and you've seen anything else that, I mean, honestly, if you watched Moon Knight, Moon Knight was probably more intense than this, I felt.
Yeah.
But for what it's worth, Echo wasn't actually too bad. It gets a little convoluted at the end, though. I'll tell you that. The last episode.
I read about the ending. Yeah, from what I understand, it gets kind of left. I don't know how to say it.
and without spoiling it, we know that a big bad or the big bad of the show is Maya or Echo confronting Kingpin.
Yeah.
I mean, he is clearly the villain of the show based off of the series. That's the whole trailer. We know that. The way they and obviously we all know, I mean, it's kind of common sense that they're not going to make Echo kill Kingpin. So that's not a spoiler, because if you expected her to kill Kingpin,
crazy,
you need to stop watching superhero shows. They ended the series leading off with a storyline that we might be able to run with devoted to the Kingpin. So maybe a potential spotlight on him directly. So it's good. It gets a little convoluted, gets a little cheesy and cliche, but it's not that bad. The Daredevil was actually kind of dope, even though if you really watch it, none of the hits connected. And obviously, like, they're not really going to connect, but we've also seen where it looks pretty dang close. And I saw her shotgun.
Ask you though, does he only shows up that one time, right?
Who's that, Daredevil?
Yeah.
Spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's it. That's the only time. I mean, you watch the rest of the series and you think back to that, you're like, you know what? They probably just put him in it just to get people to like start watching.
Of course. There was no reason. What reason did he have to be here? He had no importance.
They put him, they put Ronan in it, which was a nice
I understand putting Ronan in.
He had to be, because that's the whole, like, she popped up in the Hawkeye show, so it's like it just makes sense. And anyone who's worth their salt knows Daredevil was fought Echo, so having him in it, like, it makes sense. It does make sense.
Yeah.
I just don't know Echo's backstory or anything. I have to actually look it up, like in the comics.
Yeah, I'm kind of light on it too, and I'm a Daredevil reader, but even currently, she's kind of light for me as far as her backstory.
I kind of feel like they probably made their own story with this one.
Yeah, but does she have powers like in the original comics?
I really don't know.
I don't really know. But like just watching this series and the way that they're like focusing kind of on like her Indian Choctaw roots, and considering there is an actual Indian Choctaw reservation, it kind of feels like they're just trying to tie in some culture and put their own twist. I mean, with how they did things with Miss Marvel, and they kind of switch up the story, not Echo's real powers. She just kind of just is some Indian chick that could fight Daredevil, and they just took that and blew it up.
And I think I think a big thing about, if I remember right, I didn't know this till recently. I think she's the amputee too, the actress.
Oh well, is that so? Did she really lose her leg in real life?
I'm wrong about the Aquaman 2 release, so I don't want to say yeah. So.
But is the actress actually deaf as well?
I know she really is deaf.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, she really is deaf. But I mean, she did have the cut off leg, so I don't know if that is legit.
I gotta look this up while you guys
honestly talk. That's like big props.
Yeah, that's mad cool.
Of course, I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, just because you're deaf, you can't do this, you can't fight, you can't practice, or if you're like an amputee, you can't do it. And I'm not trying to say that, but I'm saying like it's big props to be able to have that level of acting and interaction, and even the fight choreography and what she was doing was insane. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I would even have the like. I was thinking about this honestly. Like, let's say I lost my arm. You know how like upset I'd be, even like to the pack where I can't even work out or I can't do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, or even if you lose a leg or something else, and some people take that and they're like, well, my life is over. I'm done. I can't do this. It is what it is. Now I'm stuck. But for her to, if she really is an amputee and everything, like to be able to do stunts like that is insane. Like big props. You know what I mean?
She's both deaf and
that's awesome.
An amputee. She says it doesn't disclose how, but let's see. Struggled at a mainstream school where no ASL classes were offered. So she's legit deaf, and I got bullied for being deaf and amputee. Yeah. So that's really cool.
Package.
She's killing it though. That was crazy.
100%. Yeah, props. Speaking of killing it, I'm still gonna say that Vince D'Onofrio, man, that guy can do no wrong for me. I don't know. What do you think, Austin?
Who?
He plays in D'Onofrio, plays Kingpin.
Oh.
He plays the role. You know what? It's like
he scares me, man. I'm for real. Even the comic books, he always scared me because to me, he's real life.
I feel like there's so many people that love him and his Kingpin character. Yeah. That if I have some critique, I kind of override that because popular opinion.
Okay.
Because like when he talks, it sounds kind of like he's like, I have to talk like this. Yeah. Like that. When I hear him talk, I'm just like, and he always looks like he's sad for the most part. And if it's not him talking to Maya or Vanessa, he's cutting your head off with a chair or something like that, or a door.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, I think he plays his role so well in craziest moments when he's going wild. So I mean, I give it to him.
Yeah. I love him in the comic books, so I'm just a mark for Kingpin. But stinking
Yeah.
Frank, the real comic book Frank Lucas, as far as that. But no, I mean, props. Hopefully, I know we'll see. I mean, it feels like he's gonna be the next big villain, at least as far as the TV shows.
Okay, and that's what they said. They said that Kingpin is going to be the next. He's going to be the street level Thanos.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of was, and like he was wilding out in Daredevil.
He was wilding out.
Yeah. Or everybody and their mom started scraping him up because Kingpin doesn't hold the same weight to me anymore. Not at least in the TV show.
Okay.
You think about it. I mean, so obviously him fighting Daredevil. You expect a really good fight, and we got one. I mean, when he fought Daredevil and Bullseye, that was good. I don't take everything from you and Vanessa. No, go get whatever. But okay, yeah, I expected Daredevil to whoop him up, and Daredevil leaving that prison scene is still second. Holy cow!
Yeah,
but then you see Kingpin pop up and Hawkeye. Which because Hawkeye needed somebody to make people watch the show, so we gave him Kingpin. Okay, cool. He gets whooped up there. And then at the end, Echo, she shoots him, so he gets whooped up technically again. I mean, is it a spoiler to say that there's a fight with Kingpin and Echo? Is there a spoiler? I mean, he is villain, she does fists.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people who may not even know about Echo, to be honest, because I didn't even know it was releasing. And the fact that they released all of the episodes straight off, like normally we have them week by week.
Yeah,
I feel like they were just like, you know what? Let's put it out here because
that's true.
Spotlight 5 episodes, so it was, and 5 episodes was the perfect amount. But yeah, it just seems like Kingpin in the shows in the series, he's just getting whooped up so much.
Yeah,
that he's lacking his luster. He doesn't feel big, powerful Kingpin from Daredevil that had people around him. He had politics. He had power. He had everything.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of putting him in that.
The last big story arc where he, at least in the comics, where he felt, at least for me, felt real important was it came out about 2, maybe 3 years ago now. It was a whole entire Marvel arc of all everyone. It's called Devil's Reign, where it was pretty much it was like it was pretty much Civil War 3, but basically he outlawed being superheroes, period, because he was mayor in New York. So it was a lesser version of that. So but yeah, I mean he sort of laid low now. He's pretty much in a big X-Men arc right now, but no, I got such
X-Men going to crap in the comics. I haven't even kept up.
X-Men is.
It seems like X
killing it.
It seems like they're all falling apart.
It's
about Dark Beast eating Wolverine and the fall of the House of X and House of Usher.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous right now. I'm loving X-Men, and I want to spend a whole episode just talking about X-Men, but that's for a later time. Anyway, do you want to do our quick death battle versus or?
Yeah, so quick introduction. What we want to do is maybe at the end of every episode, spend the last 2 to 3 minutes and just do a quick, no data, just off the top death battle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Popular character.
All right, so we got Pikachu versus Zeus.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know, man. Pikachu, Pika.
Listen, Pikachu. Did you see Pikachu the episode where Pikachu won Ash the battle with the Elite Four and Ash won? He finally became Pokemon champion, and that was Pikachu, man. Pikachu did that at the end.
How much power, electricity or lightning, can Pikachu absorb?
I don't know, a lot.
Probably.
Zeus is only throwing lightning bolts. Okay, who's the Zeus from Thor, God and Thunder? Love and Thunder?
Yeah, if that's the case, then Pikachu wins, period, for me.
One shots.
Yo, bro, Pikachu hits a Volt Tackle,
a wrap.
Or he can even use his Iron Tail. You know, bing, you know what I mean? Crack Zeus right in the head,
All right.
bro.
I'll tell you my favorite Pikachu moment. This is old school season 1 when he one-on-one with Raichu, and Raichu is just handling him, and then he pulled it out at the end, and everything. This is old. You know, back 50 Pokemon,
Oh, yeah.
not 4,000.
No,
And-
but it's when Pikachu's getting minked up, and then I think Ash was like, "Oh, Pikachu, I'm gonna heal you," and he was like, "I'm gonna give you the Thunderstone," and Pikachu was like, "Nah, dude, I don't need that. I'm Pikachu. I'm Big P." And
he didn't want the roids. He didn't want the Thunder roids. He said, "Let me do this.
Yeah.
Let me be natural."
Yeah, yo, he said, "Let me be natural. I don't want the roids, and I'm gonna win, bro." And he took home the win. Raichu got knocked out eventually. It got clapped up a little bit, but honestly, for all intents and purposes, if you had a Raichu up against a Pikachu in any other scenario, Raichu's beating the mess out of him.
Truth.
Oh yeah, I mean, and if we're talking about God of War Zeus, it's kind of. I mean, I gotta give it to Zeus on that one.
Are you talking about God of War, the one who fought Kratos?
Yeah.
We're in
Nah,
trouble.
Pikachu wins, bro. Yo, Pikachu.
Yo, Pikachu gonna take a big sword and.
Yo, okay. Are we talking about Pikachu from the animes, or are we talking about Pikachu from Smash Bros? Because Pikachu has fought, Pikachu's fought Ganondorf, Mario. He's fought Pac-Man. You know what I mean? Like Pikachu from Smash Bros has multiple wins under his belt, bro.
He does this. Go ahead.
What?
Bro, Pikachu from Smash Bros.
Pikachu from Smash Bros. All right, we'll give.
Apparently, I'll say this because we got 2.5 minutes left. Pikachu is top tier in the tier list, at least I guess in the ultimate version. So I don't know that. I'm a big.
If it's Zeus from God of War, Pikachu's getting wrecked, bro.
Yeah.
Pikachu's getting bopped.
That's my Zeus. I've never played God of War, but that's my Zeus.
Gotta catch them all. Well, we got one last announcement before we wrap it up and go for the road. We have our first guest coming on January 29th.
Woo!
Yep, we're hype. It is our friend Brian from Comic Breakdown YouTube. If you haven't checked out his channel, check it out. He does great stuff weekly, does several polls and reviews. He's agreed to come on, so we're just gonna shoot the breeze, get his origins, and just go from there and see what it feels about death battles. And we're gonna have some fun, man. So January 29th, please mark it. It's a big time for us. Really gracious to come on and see what's up with us. So if that is, I think that is all, guys. And any final thoughts? We got a minute.
Aquaman 2
Pikachu supremacy.
gun. Trust the gun.
Trust the gun.
Trust the gun. Okay, yeah.
Trust the gun. Sorry, Jason Moe. We still got love for you. Maybe we'll come on our show sometime and explain yourself. But
yeah, I'd love to get like a burger and a drink with him.
Oh yeah, barbecue for Jason Moe.
Yeah.
It's on. It's on.
Yeah.
All right. He said, yeah. Yeah. Okay, fine. All right. Thanks for listening, folks. Catch you on the road.
Peace.